I don't remember the exact day I first drank alcohol in Nairobi. I only remember that by then, the city already felt familiar enough not to scare me, and unfamiliar enough to keep me alert. At first, I was only watching. I would sit quietly while others ordered drinks, holding a soda or a bottle of water, laughing when everyone laughed, nodding when I was supposed to. I told myself I was just there for company. Just there to belong somewhere, even briefly. Nairobi had a way of making loneliness look unnecessary. There were always people around, always noise, always somewhere to go. Silence became something you avoided. The first drink came without ceremony. No pressure. No drama. Someone bought it for me casually, like it was nothing. I hesitated longer than necessary, then took a small sip. It tasted strange. Bitter. But it also tasted like inclusion. Nothing bad happened. That was important. I didn't get drunk. I didn't lose control. I laughed a little louder, relaxed a little more. For the first time since arriving, my shoulders didn't feel permanently tense. I told myself it was harmless. Just one. Soon, one became occasional. Occasional became expected. Nairobi nights were different from village nights. Here, a night was when people loosened their grip on themselves. Clubs, house parties, small bars with dim lights and loud music, places where nobody asked where you came from, only how you looked and how confidently you moved. I learned quickly how to dress for these spaces. Not flashy. Just enough. Clothes that suggested ease, not effort. I learned which shoes hurt but were worth it, which bags made you look like you belonged, which colors attracted attention without asking for it. Alcohol made everything softer. The noise bothered me less. The looks felt flattering instead of intrusive. Conversations flowed even when they meant nothing. I started enjoying the version of myself that existed after 2 drinks, the one who laughed easily, spoke without overthinking, felt momentarily free. I still went to class. I still took notes. But I started attending fewer morning lectures. Late nights made mornings negotiable. I learned how to calculate sleep like currency, what could be sacrificed and what couldn't. I began staying out later. I stopped explaining where I was going. Nairobi didn't ask questions if you moved confidently. It rewarded certainty even when it was borrowed. People started treating me differently again. Not like before when I was invisible, but in a new way, attentive, interested. Men noticed me more. Not aggressively, just deliberately. They bought drinks, offered rides, suggested places I had never imagined going. At first, I declined politely. Then selectively. Then conveniently. I noticed how easy some things became when someone else was paying. How stress reduced when money was not part of the conversation. I told myself it was temporary. Just until I stabilized. Just until things got easier. I didn't think of it as changing. I thought of it as adapting. Everyone in Nairobi was adapting to something. I still called my mother. I still sounded responsible. I still talked about school. I never mentioned nights that ended close to morning or drinks that blurred my thoughts just enough to make life manageable. She was proud of me. That pride felt heavy. I wasn't reckless. I was careful. I watched other girls closely, what worked, what didn't, who survived comfortably and who struggled loudly. Nairobi punished carelessness but rewarded strategy. I learned which places were safe, which people were useful, which versions of myself worked best in different rooms. Drinking wasn't the problem. It was the doorway. Through it came late nights and new circles, unfamiliar confidence. Through it came distance, or from home, from old values, from the girl who once believed effort alone was enough. Sometimes, in quiet moments, I wondered when exactly I stopped being shocked by things that once scared me. But the city moved fast, and reflection felt like a luxury. I told myself I was still in control. After all, nothing bad had happened. Not yet.